Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this video for the new moon in Sagittarius 2022. For those of you who are new, hello and welcome in. We're going to be learning more about our own astrology, and then we're going to be utilizing the spiritual tools of the cards to learn more about how to tap in to that astrology based on what's currently happening in the sky. So I'll dive more into that in a moment, but if you want to learn how to get the most out of these readings, I do have a tutorial video for you that helps bring you up to speed with the intentions that I set and the little tips and tricks that I offer to you to get the most out of what it is that I share here. For those of you who are not new, hello and welcome back. It's so lovely to have you here. I'm really honored to be able to serve in this way, to be able to play with our astrological cycles and the cards to really help us to learn more about ourselves and to really make amazing leaps in our lives to the highest good of ourselves and the highest good of all. And if you want to support me, of course you can do that by engaging, liking, commenting, sharing, reaching out to me, letting me know what resonates, letting me know what questions you have. You can do that by donating. PayPal.me/devotedvulnerable, link is in the description, or you can sign up for one of my services at devotedandvulnerable.com/services, link is also in the description. So let's talk about new moon energy. New moons occur when the sun and the moon are in the same sign at the same degree point. So the new moon always happens in the same sign that the sun is in. The sun moves into the sign of Sagittarius on November 22nd, and the new moon happens on November 23rd. The new moon will happen in 1 degree, 38 minutes. And this lunar cycle, most lunar cycles last 28 days. This one will last from the 23rd of November until the 23rd of December. So when we're talking about this guidance and advice for this lunar phase, we're going to be talking about this cycle period from November 23rd to December 23rd. So we're focusing on new energy, and we're focusing on new energy under the umbrella of the Sagittarian energy and archetype. The Sagittarian energy is the archer, the centaur, aiming its bow and arrow at what it wants. It's always aiming at truth and then aiming at other things as well. So if you want to learn more about how Sagittarius influences you and your chart, I recommend checking out my solar readings that I did for the solar shift into the sign of Sagittarius. The sun is the spotlight of our galaxy. As it moved into the sign of Sagittarius, it's spotlighting this sign, and we look at our own astrology to get guidance and deepen our understanding of how this energy and archetype shows up in our lives. You can click on the playlist showing up right now. That'll take you to those videos. The link is also in the description here. So if you want to visit that video after you're done with this reading, you can go do that. For this reading, we're focusing on new beginnings within the Sagittarian energy and archetype. We're actually going to be focusing on a new joy. We're going to be asking the cards to guide us to a new joy, a new beginning, a new expansion when it comes to the joy within our hearts. Sagittarians are optimistic, they're idealistic, they love to learn, they love to adventure, and they are very joyous in their nature. So we're going to be focusing on the joyous new beginnings that this new moon is going to bring us. We are going to be going to my new deck, the Starseed Oracle, to get guidance on where this new beginning of joy is showing up in our lives. I'm really excited to share this new deck with you. I've had it for a few months here, and this is the first time that I'm offering it in a public reading, so I'm really excited to get into the wisdom and guidance and beauty of this deck with you guys. Now, if you want to learn more about the astrology of this moment of the new moon, I'm going to recommend Pam Gregory's video, which will dive deeper into the astrological energies fully in play at the time of this new moon. It was a really great video that I watched, and I do want to link that video here and reference it to you if you want to learn a little bit more about the astrology. For us, we're going to be watching for the house that 1 degree, 38 minutes of Sagittarius shows up in our chart. Now, if you have no idea what that means, do not worry. I have a tutorial video that'll take you through how to enter in your birth data and how to learn how to read a chart and find a degree point like this. The degree point of Sagittarius, 1 degree, 38 minutes whatever house that's in for you, and again, that tutorial will show you where that is, that's the video that you watch. All of these introductions are the same, so if you're in the wrong video right now, no problem. Just go to the house that this shows up for you in your chart, and I'll see you there. So this reading is for you if 1 degrees 38 minutes of Sagittarius shows up in your 12th house. If you are already familiar with the 12th house energy, you can scroll ahead to the card reading. So the houses in the zodiac story represent the where of whatever it is that we're talking about. For this instance, we're talking about where the new moon is occurring, which means where the sun and the moon are conjunct or in the same place in your chart. For you, it's the 12th house. Now, to understand the houses, we can simplify it and say that each house is ruled by one of the zodiac signs. The ruler of the house is aligned with the number of the house. So if we start the zodiac story with the first sign of the zodiac, which is Aries, and then we go through the zodiac wheel, we get all the way to the 12th house and the 12th sign of the zodiac, which is Pisces. So the 12th house is ruled by the energy of Pisces. So the area of our lives, where in our lives the 12th house represents, is the theme of the Piscean energy, which is the house of secrets. Pisces is a very mysterious energy. It's an energy that deals with the hidden world, with dreams, with fear, with intuition, with rest, with sleep, with mysteries. And so this is the area of our life that's being pinged right now. So you're going to see and experience a new joy in your dreams, in your intuition, in your rest, in your sleep. There might be something hidden coming into the forefront of your awareness with this placement. Let's see what the Starseed Oracle has to say for you. So, if you haven't already called in your spiritual support team, taken a few deep breaths, and opened your heart to receive the guidance that's most aligned for you at this time, I invite you to do that. Pause the video if you need more time. See what card is coming through for my 12th housers. I'm going to keep shuffling. That one wasn't clear. There's a clear one. Okay. All paths lead to home. Inner authority, intuition, which is the theme of the 12th house. Turn your gaze within. There's going to be new joy and passion with this turning your gaze within. This is a new deck to me, so I'm not familiar with all these cards. This is a new card for me. I haven't seen this one before. Well, I've seen it, but I haven't read its meaning. It's normal to look to the external world for answers and guidance. What's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You're being called to the source within you for guidance. To study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection will become. The challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off from the world. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in, to draw on the wisdom within and let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice, to get into the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day, before consuming anything from the outside world. To start from a feeling of at-homeness, and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call for you to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, and devotion, so that when you go into the world, when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being. A state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep, deep within. Wow. So this is a new relationship with your soul, with your intuition. This is a new joy being brought to you through the centering of yourself, with yourself on the daily. Okay, this card is pretty clear in the instructions to create some sort of spiritual practice, whatever tradition you believe in, whatever this means to you, whatever way your spiritual beliefs have of going within, utilize that. And if you don't have a way already, please reach out to me. I will help you come up with a way. I have a great meditation that I do from Insight Timer that helps me meet with my higher self, and it helps me connect with myself. And when I do it in the morning, I feel so much more centered and grounded. I know exactly what this card's talking about because I did for a while. I haven't been doing it lately, so that's a reminder to me to continue to do it because it's so, so important. But to connect with myself, to have a conversation with myself, to let myself know what it is that I'm worried about in that day, to hear my higher self speak back to me some wisdom and guidance. But this is just my practice. What's your practice? Maybe you want to do some yoga and stretches and sun salutations and maybe bring the energy down into your heart just by doing the hand movements. Maybe there's some sort of prayer or meditation that you want to speak, prayer that you want to speak, or affirmation that you want to speak. Maybe it is a meditation. Maybe it's going for a walk, but that's going to put you in the outside world. So in that case, I would say try to just listen to nature sounds or things that are kind of things that don't pull you into the world, things that allow you to kind of still stay within your own being. Okay. Let me know what practices you're committing to. Let me know if you need help coming up with a practice, but there's no way around this. You are being invited into a deep, deep, deep relationship with yourself. A new joy is coming to you and being offered to you through this relationship you're going to have with your own intuition, your own guidance system, your own inner knowing. And this new moon in Sagittarius is pinging this super hard. Please don't ignore this call to connect with your intuition on the daily, this lunar phase. And if you need help, let me know. I am here with suggestions for you. Okay? Let me know how this is resonating. Let me know if you have questions. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.